put there that's going up and up and up. Why can't do people in Washington get more money coming in from the people who ain't paying any taxes?
Yeah.
No,
it's a totally legitimate point.
X amount of dollars, I paid a lot more taxes, and gee, they made 44 million.
Yep.
That is ridiculous.
That's what we're basically proposing. So when I say tax reform, people say we're doing tax cuts for millionaires and billionaires. We're talking about tax reform. There's a difference. First of all, the tax reforms that we're proposing are along the same lines that the President's Bipartisan Fiscal Commission proposed, which were supported by a majority of Democrats. Look at this. This is the list of the tax deductions that people get. The top 1% get most of the tax deductions, or tax shelters. So the same applies for corporations. So this is what I'm showing you here is for all this money that a person in the top tax bracket hides in a tax shelter, that money is taxed at 0. Take away the tax shelters, lower the tax rates on everybody, and then that money gets taxed. Same with General Electric. General Electric is a company that makes billions of dollars in net income, uses lawful tax deductions that they help probably get into law, and then they don't pay any taxes. And then you got another company, let's say it's struggling, making some money, and they pay a lot of taxes. It's not a fair system. So what we're saying is clean up the tax code by getting rid of all these tax shelters and these deductions, which broadens the tax base of money you get taxed, so you can lower tax rates and simplify the system. You know, people who make more will pay more in taxes, pay higher tax rates, but they'll actually have their income subject to taxation and not in a tax shelter, not getting taxed at all.
But the way things work in Washington, that will take 30 years.
That's a good, you know.
I ain't got that much time
The
left.
cynic, don't sell yourself short. No. The cynic in me agrees with you. I've been on the tax committee, the Ways and Means Committee. You think about pork and spending bills, you got pork in the tax code. You've got narrow interest groups that have inserted their little thing in the tax code, which gives them preferential treatment, meaning lower taxes at the expense of everybody else. So what we say in this budget is let's go after corporate welfare. Let's go after corporate welfare on the spending side. No more, stop financing corporate welfare in energy and agriculture and finances and financial services, but also in the tax code. And get the tax code just a clean, simple, flatter, fair system so that the same people who make the same amount of money pay the same amount of taxes and make it fair. And you do that, A, your revenues are more stable so you don't have high deficits, and B, we can tax ourselves in a more competitive way versus our competitors. Right now, we tax our producers, manufacturers, a lot more than our foreign competitors tax theirs. And in the era of globalization, we're losing, they're winning. And so we've got to tax ourselves